welcome back or welcome to my channel. I hope you are all enjoying the content, and if you are new here then please remember to hit the subscribe button before you start watching. So in today's video, if you've not already seen by the title, it is going to be answering your assumptions. So this YouTube video was actually a trend a while ago and everyone was doing the quickfire assumptions challenge, so you probably have heard of it somewhere. Today I'm just going to be doing the normal assumptions because I haven't got someone here to read out the questions for me, and I think I wouldn't be able to manage all the questions, not that I've been asked so many, but I answer each question in absolute depth, so that's why I can't sit here and do it for 10 minutes. But I will be choosing some questions off my Instagram poll that I did put up, asking you guys what you assumed of me. So before we start, I just wanted to do a quick disclaimer saying that every assumption that's been asked of me is just a bit of light-heartedness. I think some people have obviously asked serious questions and some people have asked like jokier questions, so if anything offends you then I'm sorry, but it's all for a laugh. But with all that being said, let's get into the video. So to get started, I'm just going to scroll through my assumptions. I've actually got so many, so thank you so much for everyone who did ask me one, and thank you for your continuous support. I think that's all I have to say. So yeah, I'm going to do this in no order. I'm just going to literally find one and we're going to start. So we're going to get a little bit deep. The first one says, you started YouTube for money. Not going to lie to you, I think this is an assumption that every single YouTuber has answered before. No, I did not start it for money, and I say that with, honestly, I say that with an open chest. I would never start YouTube to earn money. Like, who knew I was going to be at 900 subscribers this soon, first of all. Second of all, I wanted it to be some sort of hobby to focus on because I wasn't at school, I wasn't at uni. Obviously I'm starting uni soon, but I'm not going to stop YouTube. I enjoy it and that's all that matters. Like, if I wanted it to be for money, I wouldn't put this much effort in my videos as what I do. Like, I do try so hard. I always make them fun and enjoyable, even so I enjoy them. Does that make sense? So like, I don't think I'd just start YouTube for money. I couldn't see that far into the future to be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to depend on YouTube to give me money. No, I have a part-time job. I earn money from Depop occasionally. Yeah, that was a good question to start with, but I'm not offended by it at all because I think at this time in the social media stage in life, everyone's starting something. They're trying to gain themselves a little bit of, you know, bit of side cash. I know that there's so many people starting YouTube lately and I've got a big competition, whatever. That's why I'm not basing it on the money. I'm basing it on what I want to upload, what I want people to watch, and there you go. There's the answer. There's the question answer. Okay, next question says, you're a family girl, just assuming because you're Italian. Yes, I am a big family girl. I love my family. Like, my cousins are like my best friends. Like, I'm not the closest with them as in like talking about things because I keep everything to myself, but like within family person, yes, I spend most of my time with my family, like my bigger family, like my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, all the time. We're just very close, as you know, Italians have big families. The answer to the question is yes, because as I said, we spend a lot of time together and I just enjoy the time with them. We all get on like a house on fire, so that is the answer. Okay, there's actually quite a lot of interesting ones, so got a long video, might have to do a part 2. You were smart and popular in school. No. I'm not a very academic person. I am more like creative and stuff, so I don't know what you mean by smart. Like, I guess smart is like good at maths, good at English. No, I'd say I'm like average. I got average in my GCSEs. I don't mind being average in that sort of sense because that don't determine your future. Popular? No, I wouldn't say that. I think I had a nice friendship group where like we spoke to everyone, we were friends with everyone. But we weren't popular. Like, no one would be like, oh my god, like, that's a popular group. I mean, I don't know whether people said it behind closed doors, but I never assumed that I was in the popular group or whatever. Like, we didn't behave like that. The next one says, you passed your driving test first time. No, I didn't. I passed it second time. I passed the second time with no minors. It was actually so weird because the first time I got like 5. But yeah, that's the answer to that question. You're very picky with boys. Just wondering because you never had a boyfriend. Yes, I am very picky with who I talk to, who I choose to be my potential. No, I actually personally think that's why I haven't had a boyfriend before, is because I never let it go that far. Does that make sense? So like, obviously boys are interested in me, not to like flatter myself or anything, but I just think for them to be my boyfriend, I want them to be obviously the characteristics that I like, because obviously if they're not, then further along down the relationship it will just end up we both end up heartbroken anyway. So I like to make sure it's like nearly husband material. Seriousness, yes, I'm very picky. Just because, again, like I said, I want him to be molded into what I like. Anyway, you're actually Australian, so the accent that you do all the time is just your real one. Oh, I think you mean this one. Yes, it is my real accent, and I just thought I'd do this clip of the video in my real accent just to show you all that I can obviously switch to my British accent quite quickly. So yeah, I just thought I would answer that question. You get paid mega bucks for YouTube. Why are you baiting me out? I'm joking. No, I don't even get a penny. So that just proves the first question at the start of the video. I don't do it for money. I like to do it as a hobby, and I like to make videos for myself and for my audience. And this is why I like getting suggestions on what videos that I want to do and stuff. So no, I don't, but hopefully, not mega, but hopefully sometime in the future that I do start getting a little bit of side cash, as I call it. You spend money like water. I actually like some of these assumptions because they make me think like, do I spend money like water? I actually don't. I can see why you think that, because obviously my hauls, my makeup videos, all of that I buy new stuff for videos. But no, I'm actually a really good saver. So obviously I get my wage a month from my work, and I put like, I don't put a amount, like a set amount away, but I do tend to like, oh, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I know some people put like a set amount away just to like save that a month, but no, I genuinely do save like nearly 3/4 of my wage every month. Obviously some months are different to others, because some months I buy some months I buy hauls. Some months I buy more clothing than others for hauls, but all of them clothing items that you see in the Zara haul, I send not most of them back, but ones that I don't like back, and I'm very smart with my money. Thank you for that assumption, but you're wrong. Oh my goodness, you hate living in England. Okay, I don't hate it, but if I got the opportunity to live abroad, I would. And I'm not saying that just because I want like hot weather all year round. I'm not saying that. I just am fed up with, I think I'm just fed up with the area that I live in. I kind of want to move a bit outer, maybe like up north or down south. It's not that I hate it, like it is a good country to live in. I mean, the government is just a bit, but I think living in England for the rest of my life, I just can't see myself doing it, because there's so many other different countries to discover and ways of living, and I think I would just be more comfortable maybe living somewhere else, even for a few months or a year or two or whatever, to see how it is, and then if I don't like it, I'll probably end up moving back, but you never know. You smoke/drink. No, I've never tried a cigarette, not to like rub it in anyone's face like, oh my god, no, I've never tried a cigarette. Obviously, do you know what I mean? Like, it ain't a big deal. But no, I don't smoke, but I do occasionally have a drink, but I'm not a big drinker. I actually, the more I go out and have a drink and get tipsy and whatever, it just makes me in such a bad mood. And I don't think it's good for like my mental health, so I'm not really fond of it anymore. So the answer to that assumption is no. Here's an interesting one. I don't know why I went, oh. You've always been comfortable in your own skin. Good question. No, I haven't. This is quite a deep subject. If you want me to do a video just like talking about my mental health on that side of like my body and stuff, then obviously let me know down below. But I'll obviously go into this a bit deeper if you do want that video. But for now, I'm just going to say I've not always been comfortable in my own skin. I'm still learning to be comfortable in my own skin. I think it takes a lot to like get over something, a big traumatic experience. But no, I'm slowly learning. I'm taking body positivity from everywhere I can get it. Instagram is like the main culprit for this, I guess, the negativity. So I have learned to like stay off that, do things to distract myself, and I know it's probably a big thing with other girls as well, and boys. Going off of that one says you have overall good mental health. No, I actually don't. I know it sounds quite, I don't know, like I'm lying, I guess. Again, not to get too deep, but just because you see me smiling on here and being all loud and bubbly and whatever, that is my main personality. But there are things behind closed doors that you guys don't see. Most of the days, like 3 out of, how many days? 7 days, probably 4 out of 7 days, I am in a dark hole. But no, I'd say overall it's bad. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Yeah, it is quite bad. But obviously I've got things that are good for me. This YouTube is good for me because obviously it's a distraction, like I said, getting nice and dressed up. I enjoy it. My fashion, I like watching silly programs on YouTube like Katie Price, you all know. I do suffer quite a lot from anxiety, and obviously I've done a video on my channel that you would have seen if you've watched it. It's like a little vlog of how to take care of yourself during like high anxiety times. But yeah, I've got good friends and good family around me, so I'm all good. You don't put up with anyone's shit. You know, girl. No, I don't put up with anyone's crap because I just think I have had times in the past where I've been walked on quite a lot, and I'm just because I'm a nice person, like I can say that now, I am a very nice person. So I feel like people took that advantage and used it obviously to their advantage. But now that I've learnt from that, I've learnt from my experiences, I don't put up with anyone's nonsense because I just think at the end of the day, if they're just gonna make you feel negative, then why are they in your life? Do you know what I mean? So get rid and be happy. You overthink everything. Wow, what an assumption. Yes, the answer to that is a big fat yes. From everything to what I'm gonna have for dinner, to what uni I'm going to what the earth is made of, I overthink everything. I'm quite a deep thinker. I guess sometimes it's good, but not when I don't want to think about stuff. That's why I think my anxiety is quite high, because I let myself overthink, but I just haven't learned to pull myself away from it yet. And sometimes it has affected like relationships and I don't know, things like friendships, and you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, overall I do overthink, and I'm sure this happens to many other people. It's not only me, but I do genuinely overthink like everything. You have a negative opinion on marriage. Overall, I wouldn't say I have a negative opinion. I just think obviously putting a label like that on things doesn't change anything. Like, I know it is a step further, but it doesn't really, I don't really have an opinion really, like boring. But I mean, I don't think many people tend to get married these days anymore, just because I think, again, like I said, it is something that you have to commit to like fully. Like, obviously if someone's married to someone, then they get half of theirs, like if you're not married, I guess it is just a bit easier. But I don't know, like I'd say I would like to get married when I'm older, so I guess my opinion on it is positive. Okay, so last question, guys. I think I've done enough for today. I have got a few more. Obviously if you want me to do a part 2, then let me know again. You want to be famous when you're older. I actually really would like to be famous when I'm older. This has been like some sort of a dream since I was little. Like, I wanted to be a singer at one point, I wanted to be an actress, now I'm being a YouTuber, no, I'm joking, but like, yeah, I would like to be famous. I just think, oh, it's so cool, everyone knows you. I think I'd like to be famous in the matter of fact that like, I'd like to inspire people. I know it sounds cringe or whatever, but I like to make a difference. So like, if I was famous, then I would use it in a good way. So guys, that is the end of the video for today. I hope I answered enough assumptions for this video. I don't know how long it's going to be. Again, like I said, if you want me to do another part, then let me know down below. And remember to give this video a like, comment and subscribe to my channel. I'd really be grateful. But I hope you all enjoyed this style of sit down video and answering your guys' assumptions, like engaging you in my content. But that is all for now, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!